In the previous episode, it was told about the beginning of Iwatani Naofumi, who accidentally entered another world through a novel he was reading in the library. He along with 3 others became heroes wielding legendary weapons. Everything seemed smooth at first, until he was betrayed by his own party. He was so angry and resentful, because he was slandered for something he had never done. And in the end he lived ostracized and became an outcast hero. After being humiliated like that, Naofumi decides to strengthen himself from scratch, and will avenge the humiliation this world has inflicted on him. Before entering the content of the story, for those of you who have just discovered this channel, please subscribe to this channel first, and don't forget to turn on the notification, so that you all don't miss the latest content from us. Alright guys, prepare yourselves, and this is Tate no Yuusha no Nariagari episode 2. The slave trader offers Naofumi a high-level werewolf. Of course the price was too high for Naofumi. Naofumi reveals that he is only looking for the cheapest and most obedient slave. He ended up choosing a half-raccoon girl, whose name was Raftalia. The merchant instilled slave magic on Raftalia, as a token of her contract with Naofumi, which was designed to prevent her from betraying or disobeying Naofumi. The bad effect this slave felt when he disobeyed his master was excruciating pain. After that, Naofumi went to the weapon shop to improve Raftalia's appearance and arm her. There, Naofumi tries to teach Raftalia to use her weapon to kill the balloon monster. After successfully killing one balloon monster, Raftalia and Naofumi both gain EXP. This is where it was decided that in the future Raftalia would help Naofumi to fight and increase his level. On the way, Raftalia looked very hungry. But he didn't admit it, for fear of being scolded by Naofumi. Naofumi also invites him to have lunch at a restaurant. Arriving at the diner, Raftalia ate so voraciously. This indicated that Raftalia had not eaten for a long time. After eating, the two of them immediately rushed to do some hunting on the outskirts of the city with the aim of leveling up. On the sidelines of the hunt, they rest on the banks of the river. Unexpectedly, Naofumi gains a new skill that is concocting medicine. Raftalia also asks who this Naofumi really is. Naofumi replies that he is the hero of the shield, one of the 4 legendary heroes. The Raftalia also remembers her parents' message, where of the 4 legendary heroes, only the shield hero is the best to a demi-human creature like Raftalia. That night Raftalia had a bad dream, a dream that reminded her of the deaths of her 2 parents, when a wave of calamity came. The figure of a 3-headed dog attacks both of his parents to death, while Raftalia is pushed down by her parents so that she can continue to live. Naofumi patiently soothed Raftalia from her nightmare with affection. The next day, Naofumi sells his medicinal concoction to the drugstore in town. After finishing, Naofumi offered Raftalia a toy ball. Raftalia looked very happy, because basically she was still a child who was thirsty for play. The way the townspeople treat Naofumi still doesn't seem to have changed. He is better known as a rapist than a hero. However, Naofumi was now completely indifferent to all this bad treatment. He took Raftalia around town, bought her a cake and even cut her hair to make it neater. Raftalia is so happy beside Naofumi, because she is loved and treated like a normal human being. While doing a monster hunt, suddenly a wild rabbit appears and attacks Naofumi. Raftalia, who was terrified by the blood, didn't dare attack. Naofumi was forced to give Raftalia an understanding that soon there would be a wave of calamity coming. The 2 of them must prepare themselves in order to survive the onslaught of the waves of calamity. Raftalia finally got up and worked up the courage to attack. He is now ready to fight alongside Naofumi. In order to increase their level, they left the capital and went to Loot Village. While selling the rabbit skins he had hunted yesterday, Naofumi asked the merchant where he could get some quick money. It seems that there is a mine nearby which contains copper ore, which is quite expensive. But after the first wave of attacks, the mine is now inhabited by dangerous monsters. So until now, no one dared to enter the mine. This is where Naofumi decided to go there. Amazingly, on the way to the mine, Naofumi got 2 new skills at once, namely Rope Shield and Airstrike Shield. Inside the mine, you can see a lot of expensive raw copper ore material. Naofumi didn't waste any time by directly picking up some of the copper ore. Unexpectedly, a dog monster suddenly appeared which made Raphtalia very frightened. This monster was the same kind of monster that had killed his parents. Now Fumi swiftly saves Raphtalia from the monster, causing them both to fall into the river. They were again faced with the high-level monster. Unfortunately, in this fight now Fumi was badly injured, having tried to give Raphtalia an opening to attack. But now Fumi's efforts were fruitless, and instead left Raphtalia still in shock and fear. In the end, now Fumi sacrificed himself and paved the way for Raphtalia to leave. He would also buy time so Raphtalia could escape safely from this dangerous mine. Seeing now Fumi's sacrifice, Raphtalia burst into tears and tried to brace herself against the fear in her heart, remembering all of now Fumi's kindness. He got up and drew his sword at the monster until the monster finally fell and was defeated. This incident made Raphtalia burst into tears because she basically didn't want now Fumi to die. Now Fumi consoled Raphtalia and promised not to leave her again. Raphtalia also agrees to help now Fumi defeat the waves of calamity, in order to keep the other children from going through the suffering he experienced. Okay guys, that's the end of the anime storyline Tate no Yuusha no Nariagari episode 2. Hopefully it can entertain you all. Okay, help us to continue to develop this channel by clicking the like, comment and subscribe button. If there is something wrong in the delivery of this storyline, we apologize profusely. And if the info from this channel is useful, please share it with your friends. Keep it up and see you in the next episode.